Prison overcrowding has become a pressing issue in our society these days, challenging the effectiveness of our criminal justice system. This paper will aim to present a persuasive argument for addressing prison overcrowding, highlighting the negative consequences it poses, and advocating for visual and viable solutions to alleviate the problem. The persuasive issue of prison overcrowding these days, again in our society, demands immediate attention and action, as it undermines the objective of our criminal justice system and compromises the well-being of incarcerated individuals. This speech will aim to raise awareness about the detrimental effects of prison overcrowding, present compelling evidence of its negative consequences, and call for comprehensive reforms to alleviate the pressing problem. The negative consequences of prison overcrowding extend to demolish rehabilitation opportunities in the incarcerated individuals. And more information on this aspect is limited access to educational programs. Overcrowded prisons often struggle to provide adequate educational opportunities to inmates. This includes lack of resources, insufficient classroom spaces, the funds, limited staff availability. As a result, incarcerated individuals may not have access to those educational programs or projects such as literacy courses, vocational training, or higher education programs if they've already completed lower. Without these opportunities, prisoners may find it more difficult to acquire valuable skills or knowledge necessary for their successful back into the society. What happens whenever they do get released later on in their life? They won't have the proper knowledge to go on with their daily lives. Without these opportunities, it could also affect their mental health. Any substance abuse, they may need to seek treatment for that. Overcrowding places are a strain on the healthcare resources as well within prisons, including your mental health, substance abuse conditions, or issues. The lack of proper treatment can also hinder an individual's progress towards rehabilitation and increase the victim. Reduced opportunities for successful rehabilitation programs may play a crucial role in preparing incarcerated individuals for their eventual release and reintegration into society. However, overcrowding can significantly limit the availability and effectiveness of this program. With insufficient resources, overcrowded schedules, the limited staff to inmate ratios make it challenging to provide individual attention and support necessarily for the successful release. Without all the adequate rehabilitation opportunities, prisoners may struggle to develop the necessary skills and address underlying issues and establish that positive foundation for their future outside of prison. Prison overcrowding, violence, and security risks within that correctional facility, resulting in heightened tensions among inmates, compromise safety for both incarcerated individuals and the correctional staff, with an escalation of gang activity and dangerous alliances. Heightened tensions among those inmates due to overcrowding living conditions become cramped and stressful for everybody that's involved. The inmate, the staff member, any medical member, any family member that comes to visit sees that it is a lack of personal space, and increased proximity to other inmates can lead to more tensions and conflicts from within. That also leads for competition for limited resources and can trigger disputes over territory or belongings or disrespect towards one another, further fueling more violence amongst those inmates, leaving it to be prison overcrowding. Social dynamics within prisons leading to the formation of powerful and sometimes violent inmates, which also then again affects taxpayers. Addressing prison overcrowding is both humanitarian concern and a strategic imperative. Through those implementations of effective strategies such as sentencing reform, diversion programs, and improved re-entry initiatives, we can alleviate overcrowding, enhance the rehabilitation outcomes, and reduce the rates of bringing them back into that prison. And recognizing this urgency of an issue, policymakers and society as a whole must work collaboratively to create a fair, effective, and sustainable criminal justice system. This comprehensive approach ensures the safety and the well-being and the future success of incarcerated individuals in our communities. In conclusion, the issue of prison overcrowding demands immediate attention and action. By implementing evidence-based strategies and reforms, and can be addressed the root causes of overcrowding, improve the rehab and incarcerated individuals, and create more just and effective criminal justice system. It is our responsibility as a society to recognize the importance of this issue, advocate for the change, and work towards creating the system to ensure the safety, the well-being, and the future success of all of our individuals involved.